Good Friday afternoon, and welcome to our Friday market wrap-up here at TOPGUN Options. My name is Matthew Buckley, call sign Wiz, and man, I can't take this much winning in a little over a week. Talked about how a lot of market participants, believe it or not, were short going into the election for whatever reason, I don't know. But this was not only a Trump relief rally in the market, this was also a short squeeze. A lot of shorts got destroyed this week, folks, and take a look. I told my members short squeezes last anywhere from 3 to 5 days. That's how long it usually takes for shorts to capitulate. You ready for this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then slam. Nailed it. I predicted that we would probably fade back to this green line right here. That is the 20-day moving average. So earlier I posted, hey, I'm going to close the S&P 500 bearish trade we had on for a 95% profit. That trade expires today. If you let it expire, worthless, it'll expire at a 100% profit. But I've briefed for a long time, folks, that we can dogfight the market. You can have dueling trades on here. Back in July and August, we had bullish double verticals on the S&P 500, and we had bearish double verticals on the S&P 500, and we printed money, and now we're doing it again. Now, earlier in the week, I talked about a bullish double vertical that covers the potential Santa Claus rally. This was good. This was fine. Rip your face off relief rally back to the 20-day moving average to consolidate and set up for our next run higher. So we're having an absolute blast here, folks. And we also have an Amazon iron condor going on, and it is going right through the uprights. What did I tell you Amazon's going to do? I said it would fade back to $200. It is exactly at $200. So our iron condor is looking to expire today for a max profit. Almost like clockwork, I told you it would go right back to 200, which just happens to be the 20-day moving average here. Now, men lie, trades don't. So let's go look at that solo Amazon brief. So we started on Monday with let's just scroll down here, with a bear call spread, a weekly bear call spread. I'm going to show you how you can be bipolar, because look at what we did Monday. We did a bullish double vertical on Amazon. I think Amazon is absolutely going to destroy it, and that's down here, that's the bullish double vertical out through January. Covers the Santa Claus rally, we're good. So there it is right there. But look at the weekly trade we did. We did a bear call spread, the 210, 212 and a half. And earlier this week, the bear call spread was in a little bit of danger, right? What's Amazon trading at right now? Amazon's at 202 essentially. So this 210, 215 bear call spread, 100% profit right now. Now, Tuesday in our primary live trade brief, we legged into an iron condor by putting on a bull put spread. So let me just scroll down. There it is right there. You can see it in the headline, legging into Amazon iron condor with the 192.5, 190 bull put spread. 2 trades on Amazon this week that combined to make a range-bound iron condor. Both of those will expire today for a maximum profit. So the S&P 500, boom, and our Amazon trades, boom. We're having a blast here, folks, trading. I'm having a blast. And look at this. I love headlines like this, man. Options traders chased post-election stock gains. We don't chase anything, man. The market chases us. We set this stuff up and the market comes to us. So I love seeing headlines like that. But folks, I can't believe what's going on. And I love this headline in the Journal. Look at that picture right there, folks. This is fantastic. The new driving force of identity politics is class. It's not race. So the Democrats, bless their heart, man, enough with the potential race wars, and like Kamala a week before the election. I'm going to give free money to black men to start businesses. Could that be a more racist policy? That I was stunned. Am I the only one on the planet that I'm pretty sure Dr. King said something along the lines of, I can't wait until we can judge a man by the content of his character, not the color of his skin. And then, of course, more trying to get more votes with, oh, well, and I'll make weed legal too. Ditch the race stuff, Democrat. Or actually, you know what? I'm not going to give any advice to Democrats. Actually, I will. Please keep doing everything you've been doing. This election was a fluke. The American people are stupid. just keep doing what you're doing. Go with the men in sports and ladies' bathrooms. Go with the transgender surgery for illegals in prison. Focus on all of that stuff. Out of control spending. Please, Governor Pritzker and Murphy in Jersey, or the crackpot lady in Massachusetts, please open up your states to illegal immigrants. Okay, that's great. We'll flood your states with illegal immigrants. So don't change anything. You guys are doing great. And we'll kind of see what happens. Pete Hegseth at Defense. I love liberals frothing at the mouth. He's only 44. John F. Kennedy, your pope, man, for lack of a better word, was 46. Don't give me any of this ageism bullshit, folks. The guy is a Bronze Star awardee, a couple Bronze Stars, went to private equity, started his own nonprofit. I think this is exactly what the Pentagon needs, is an outsider to shake it up. The guy spent 20 years in the military, folks. He's not necessarily an outsider. The fact that he's not some board member from Raytheon or some swamp creature gives me hope. RFK just makes my heart smile, man. This is absolutely fantastic. RFK at HHS. I mean, a week ago, he was tweeting about, he tweeted a clip about Joe Rogan and psychedelics, and yes, veterans deserve psychedelic assisted therapy. I am here for it, folks. I was wrong. I have to admit I was wrong. I was of the opinion that Democrats were there, right? The Democrats, hippies, man, anti-government, anti-war, anti-big pharma. I could not have been more wrong. Democrats were the ones, and I figured this out in hindsight, in bed with big pharma. Look at the COVID vaccine. Take your shot. And Pfizer is the best thing that ever happened to us. They turned into the war-loving, anti-free speech, and pro-big pharma party. I got it wrong. Here come the Republicans, man. Hey, man, psychedelic-assisted therapy for my brothers and sisters. So I'm here for it, folks. I'm here for this, too. If it, General Mattis, Secretary of Defense Mattis, Trump's first, or one of his secretaries of defense, the guy went in the Pentagon and said, if it has nothing to do with turning our enemy into hair, teeth, and eyeballs, stop doing it. All this other bullshit is not our mission. This is our mission. Let's get back to that, folks. So this, and again, liberals and Democrats frothing at the mouth about, a board to purge generals. This is a fascism and a dictator. You don't know your history. Obama's military coup purges 197 general officers in 5 years. Folks, in case Bill Clinton won, he came in, he fired 92 attorneys generals. That's the prerogative, man. You're the commander in chief, you're the president. You're allowed to do this type of stuff. The people gave you the keys, drive the car. So people frothing at the mouth like, oh my God, he's going to purge the General Officer Corps. Folks, that building is full of people who haven't won a war. The last two generals that won a war were Schwarzkopf and Powell, and God bless their souls. We have a ton of DEI hires, and we have a ton of shit that needs to be cleaned out of the Pentagon, and I'm here for it. So that's good news. What's his name? Doug Collins. So this morning before I went and did my podcast, I saw Doug Collins, Reserve Lieutenant Colonel, chaplain, conservative congressman from Georgia. I think it's a solid pick, but my phone's blowing up with Wiz. I don't know if it's a solid pick. He's a Bible beater. He's a chaplain. He's a God guy. Most of these people are anti-psychedelics. I don't know, man. I have to see what he says, but him being the new VA secretary, I hope he's at least open to this. I'll tell him my story. I lost my faith for years, and as a result of sitting with these medicines, I've never been more spiritual and less religious. I've never been closer to our Creator, to God, and never more dismissive of, quote, organized religions, which are a racket. Don't get me started on the Catholic Church. So we'll see what the VA secretary has to say. But man, what a rally here. I've also told you what, ditch, you can go neutral on them, but maybe a short-term bearish trade. The defense contractors, Raytheon is starting to take a dive here. LMT, Lockheed Martin, if peace is going to break out, folks, guess what? First of all, I'm here for it. That's all. Look at since the election, man, all the defense stocks are taking a beating. How about the psychedelic stocks? They are having a rip your face off rally and renaissance. Today, the day after Trump appointed or nominated Kennedy for HHS, Pfizer, Moderna, Eli Lilly, all those big pharma stocks are getting destroyed. The psychedelic stocks are rallying. Telling you, man, we haven't even started with the psychedelic revolution. And this time, clearly I was early 2 years ago. I already said it, thought the Democrats were there and we'd be good to go. But we had a successful failure in August with the FDA committee saying no to MDMA and then kind of turning on the lights in the kitchen and finding out most of those people had ties to Big Pharma. I'm glad that happened, right? I remember doing a podcast about it saying maybe this is the best thing that's ever happened, is getting a little kick in the gut on the MDMA. It's going to turn the lights on in the kitchen, show us where the roaches are, and then it'll set us up for good. I had no idea this was going to happen, man. I told you, I already fell on my sword. Pretty damn sure Trump was going to win on election night and lose over the following days. It just wasn't even close. So I got that wrong, and I did not expect any of this, but I am absolutely here for it. You got folks like Bill Ackman, Elon Musk. The business community is rallying here. The Wall Street blue blood banks are back. We're going to see some good stuff. Inflation, we had CPI and PPI this week, folks. They were a little firm. I think Jerome's still on pace for a 25 point cut next month, but maybe after that he sits on his hands. Going to be an interesting battle, maybe between Jerome and President Trump. If Trump wants him to go and Jerome doesn't want to go, technically the president can fire him. It says for cause. Jerome Powell just sitting there thinking, I'm an unelected bureaucrat accountable to no one. It's kind of the dude ain't reading the room right. The president won or the Republicans won the White House, the House, and the Senate. Last time the Democrats did that, they said, it's a clear mandate and we're going to do everything we want to do. But of course, this time, that's not a mandate and you need to be bipartisan. Where's Chuck Schumer with his wanting to pack the Supreme Court and end the filibuster, Chuck? That was last week, right? You still want to do that? So good stuff going on, folks. Again, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. At the end of the day, we're all Americans, and let's remember that. If it was President Harris, I told you, she would have been my president, and I would have prayed for the best for this country. But obviously, it didn't work out like that. And I see headlines like this: the buzz about Trump and psychedelics. I'm here for it. So a lot of good stuff going on, a lot of good trades going on. Don't win them all. I think I had a bull put spread sniper yesterday that I got kicked in the teeth and didn't eject in time because I got busy on phone calls. Another lesson learned, I relearned. I got to put in my exit stuff before, as soon as I get filled, man. But I end up getting busy. That's bad. Task saturation can get you killed in the airplane, and it can get you blown out of a trade like I did yesterday. So have to debrief my losses along with my winners as well. But good stuff going on at TOPGUN Options. If you want to try a gateway drug, so to speak, to get airborne in what we do, try our solo Amazon service, folks. It's only $97 a month. It's every Monday morning at 10 a.m. We just focus on trading Amazon. And with this pullback in Amazon, it is a great time to get it. Look at what happened the last time Amazon pulled back. You see this over here? This was an earnings beat technically, but the market didn't like it. It went from, 190s to the 150s. I told you to sell the wife and kids, mortgage the house, buy Amazon. It went as high as 215, from 150 to 215. This is a gift. Look at this. Amazon, the resistance was 200. We blew through 200 with this round of earnings and election. Now it's pulling back to 200. Absolutely get in it. Sign up for Solo Amazon. Join me this Monday morning at 10 a.m. and I'm going to show you how you can long-term bullish on Amazon for the fraction of a price of buying the shares. Okay, I got to get going. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. Go Buffs. Sco Buffs. Fights on. Namaste and Basi Basi. Whiz out.